Hey guys, welcome back to Crossthread Garage. So today we're going to start diving into this door. This is the passenger door off the Willys. We're kind of looking at it at the same time here. They gave me when I purchased it, it came with a set of door skins, lower door skins. So we'll see what we got going on, and we'll go from there. So stick around, and if you haven't, hit the subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It'd mean a lot to me. So we'll get rolling here in just a second. Alright guys, so one of the first things I want to do is I have this paint stripping pad. I love these. It doesn't heat up the metal too much where it's going to warp and stuff. But I want to get this paint off here. I know the underside of this is pretty shoddy, but I want to get the paint off here, see what we're dealing with exactly, at least on this lower section. So I'm going to start out there, and then we'll have a better idea of what we're getting into today. Because to be honest, I don't even know. Alright, that Bondo is killing me, guys. I mean, that's a lot of dust coming off there. I really don't want to be breathing that all in. Of course, this is way too small for my face. Thanks to Harbor Freight. I gotta get the fan going, guys. Oh my God. It's like a freaking mummy movie in here. My iced tea is full of Bondo now. Fantastic. All right. So yeah, let me get you guys in here. We'll take a look at this. Dear Lord, this is. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is rough. Alright guys, so as you can see we got some holage here, and looks like somebody slapped some Bondo right over top of some holes here. This corner not terrible, but we still have some holes, and we're getting some of that pitting down through here. So it's probably safe to say that we're just going to go ahead and replace this door skin. You know, we got it, right? Let's do it. I don't know if there's a difference between the two sides. I think there is. So, yeah. This one looks like it would be this side. You know, that's... I'm gonna check the gauge on this. Just out of curiosity, I want to know what they sent. Okay, so they sent, these are 20 gauge. I really don't find that to be ideal. I mean, it is what it is. Man, everything is just covered in dust now. People need to lay off the Bondo, I'm telling you. So yeah, what did I say this was, 20 gauge? Man. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip this panel over and let's see what we're looking at there, because I know there's some damage on the back side of this. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. It's heavy, guys. Yeah, that is. Get this old weather stripping out of here. All right, guys. So what I can tell you right off the rip is we got much bigger problems than just the outer door skin. Much bigger problems. So let me bring you around here and we'll take a look at this. So as you can see, we are rusted on this inner skin through here. Obviously there's, you know, something happening here. You know, it's completely separated here. Got some rust going on here. Over here I haven't, now that's coming out pretty easy, but yeah, so we got some rebuilding to do. That's all there is to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get out the paint stripper again, and I'm gonna hit this and see exactly what I'm working with here, guys. So because I gotta figure out what I gotta rebuild and what I don't. Man, it's always more work than you plan, isn't it? So anyway, guys, I'm not a expert body man by any means, by any stretch of the word. So I got to come up with a game plan here. Man, this is just, look at this. I mean, luckily they didn't put any Bondo back here, but that door skin's definitely got to come off. So I think we're going to start by cutting that off. And yeah, just trying to remove that skin. Make a couple relief cuts here where it's going to break away. I just don't know, guys. Now luckily on these new ones, they got the tabs that you can fold over, so that's nice. So I don't have to worry about creating those, because that'd be a pain in the butt. So let's get this flipped back over, and then we'll start marking up this where we're going to cut for this outer door skin. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I knocked on the back side of this skin panel that we have, I knocked the surface rust off of it. So once we map out where this is going to go, I'm gonna throw some primer on it. That way, you know, we don't have to worry about it rusting, you know. So anyway, well, if I could get this on there. Okay. So it looks like it goes right up to there. You go ahead and mark that. I don't think I'm going to cut it there because it's real close to that bend. So, but I want to make sure of the fit here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drill in, throw some Clecos in it. I'm sure cargo on anything. And not to worry guys, I did get some new tea and I put my lid on this time. Peppermint tea. That is good. I do like my peppermint tea. Alright, let's go ahead and flip this back over real quick for a second. Alright, so I'm happy with that. So now we need to figure out where we're going to cut on the front side. So flip it back again. I'm getting a workout today, guys. Oh, I'm caught. Getting a workout, if nothing else. 'Cause that's what I want to do with my Sunday, is work out. And I apologize if you're one of those people that goes to the gym all the time. I got people that call me up and go, hey, you want to join the gym with me? No, I don't. You know, I work for a living. And I'm not talking sitting at a desk work. I mean, I work. I work. So, let's see. Let's figure out a good spot to cut this. I would if I hadn't lost my straight edge, at least. You know, the problem with having multiple projects going on at a time is the fact that I lose everything. Everything is always lost. So, anyway, back to this. I'm going to take you back down here now. Alright, so there's the line where it comes in. I'm going to mark. See, I worry about this here. I don't want to get too far into this roll. So it looks like I can come down about 1/2 inch. So let's mark 1/2 inch on both sides, which is right about where I put my Clecos. So, yeah. It is exactly where I put my Clecos. So if y'all want to take a guess how much those clecos are going to help when I go to line this back up, especially once I cut the holes away. So let's go up a little higher with the clecos. So basically right on this line, I'm going to cut that off. Alright, so let's see if that's going to separate now. I think I may have to get in there and pop those. Yeah, I'm going to have to get to the back side here, pop those tabs up to get this off. So let's do that real quick. Now I went ahead and I'm not sure if you could see this, but I went ahead and cut through right there where I'm going to pop that tab where I want that tab to end. Alright guys, so basically what I'm going to do now, since I've lost screwdrivers, I was able to get this lip up, but all this is eaten away, so I'm just going to run the I think if I cut right here, I think that's all just going to drop anyway, so let's try that. Yeah, that worked. So you can see I'm not quite sure. They've got silicone popped through there as well as the body filler. So we're going to save on that because why not? It'll be a memory of working on the Willys. Alright, so now I'm going to get this piece in primer real quick, so I'll be right back with you guys. I got this piece. I had to make two sections here, just kind of got a couple little tacks blowing right through it. I mean, I got my welder turned down. Hate this 20 gauge. Anyway, so that's, you know, obviously it's going to need cleaned up. So I should have enough. Yeah, I should have enough left over. I'm just going to go ahead and create, you know, the whole perimeter here real quick, and just kind of tack it together. And then I'm going to work on this lower edge here, and again we'll clean all this up once we get welding done and stuff. We'll kind of run through there. It'll all clean up nicely. It'll turn out fine, you know, just because it's kind of, you know, mixed matched, patty watched, whatever. I don't know, give a dog a bone. It's, you know, it is what it is. And so I'll get back to it lickety split. So I'll keep you updated on the progress. So, all right, guys. All right, guys. So you can kind of see what I got going on. I'm just building this in a bunch of different pieces. Got Clecos holding everything together at this point. I'm going to have to come in here and figure this out once we get there. But my plan is now I can remove these Clecos because I have some spot welds in here, some tack welds, whatever you want to call them. So all these pieces that I welded together, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total pieces to make that part. Once I remove the Clecos, once I remove those Clecos, try this again, there we go. Once I remove these Clecos, I can take the whole thing over to the welding table and I can clean it all up from there. I know that my shape is there, so I have that to work with. And then I can bring it back over, Cleco it, massage it where I need to. It's going to take a little bit of time, but especially with it being 20 gauge, it's so slow to weld on that. But it is Sunday. I got to get my laundry done. I need to get some supper because I got work tomorrow. And I'm running out of argon anyway, so I need to take that in tomorrow and get a refill. But anyway, I'll finish up this video at a later date this week, which you guys won't even notice because I'm not putting this out until it's finished. So yeah, all right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey. 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 Oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm here to look at your furnace. Oh, okay. I don't remember calling you. You know you don't have any tools with you. I mean, like your tool bag around your tool belt is empty, right? You realize that? Oh, I don't need any tools. Hey, whatever you say. I mean, it's over there. Have at it. Okay. Over there. All right, I'll be back. Hi. Hi. Oh my God, hey, sorry bud, I didn't hear you. Yeah, your furnace is shot. But it's running. I mean, I can feel the heat coming down on me. It's actually hot in this garage. Yeah, no, it's shot though. You didn't even bring any tools in with you. No, I don't need any tools. What? Well, what's in the briefcase? Oh, this is finance paperwork. You want to go upstairs and talk, see what we can work out? No, my furnace is fine. No, it's going to stop running in about 10 minutes. Did you mess it up? No, I didn't do anything to it. It's a year old. Well, let's go over some finance paperwork. I think you should leave, like, now, okay? Yeah. Okay, then. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, I'm just kind of attaching this a little bit more. Now I'm going to pull it off here. I'm going to get it over to the welding table, and I'm going to, you know, start zip, 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 doing some stitch welding. So, yeah, I just want to get a couple more in here to make sure it's nice and secure, so that when I lift it off here, it doesn't fall apart from here to there. So, yeah. By the way, you got to watch his HVAC, guys, man. I mean, I don't know about that one. All right, guys, so once again, we're back on this. It's a few days later. I feel like I lied to y'all a little bit, and I apologize. I didn't mean to lie, but that outer door skin's 20 gauge. So I had some scrap 20 gauge laying around. I was like, well, I'll just match it all up, but I don't like working with 20 gauge. It's just, in my opinion, it's too thin. So I stopped and I picked up a sheet of 18 gauge here, and I'm not going to drag you through everything that I did yet again. I'll bring you back in once I get back to the point that I was at, and maybe even a little further. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it's just going to be so much easier, and I'm going to feel better about myself working with this 18 gauge versus the 20 gauge. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's way sturdier. And you know, I spent way too much time on that HVAC skit, you know, where, you know, the guy comes in, but you know, that was all in fun. You know, I heard through the grapevine that some of my old supervisors were watching my videos, and I thought, well, I'm gonna, you know, poke fun a little bit, but they're really good guys. Well, guys, this thing has fought me all day long. I'll tell you what, welding into that 20 gauge has become a nightmare. I still got a little bit of cleanup to do on the back side of this, but you know, she's not a show truck. She's just not. She's just going to be a fun cruiser. I am going to finish the cleanup, but I'm going to go ahead and get this door skin on for now. And I don't know. I'm tired. I apologize for that. Actually, I don't apologize, because that's what's the problem with the world nowadays. We've developed a fundamental inability to apologize for anything. That was for Mike, who said I looked like Russell Crowe. That was the only Russell Crowe quote I could remember. Anyway, so I'm going to slap this thing on here. Normally what I would do is, which I guess I can still do it. Yeah, I'm just going to cut. I'm going to line this up. Throw a cleco. Throw some clecos, if I can find my cleco holes. That should be enough. And then I'm just going to zip it. Zipper off there. And throw a couple tacks in. And then we can just fold these tabs over, and then, well, this door is going to be done for now, because I have much more pressing issues to deal with on this. I thought I could knock this out real quick. Apparently that's not the case. So anyway, alright guys, so I've gone ahead and I pulled those clecos out of there because they're kind of in the way, as far as I don't have a lot right here where you can see where they've got this this roll on this. I don't want to mess that up, but I don't want to mess up this bead here either, so I got this, I think it's 1/4 inch stock here. I'm just going to kind of run across this bead to create a line, and that is going to be my cut line. But I have those tabs bent over on the back side, so I don't really need the clecos at this point. What I need is a pen that works, a marker, a Sharpie, something. We got this one, let's try it. So that's gonna be our cut line right there. So when we're cutting through, we're gonna cut through the replacement panel as well as the parent metal. So we should have a nice clean edge right there to just, you know, weld right up to. At least that's the theory. I mean, you know, I could be wrong. It's happened a couple times. You know, a couple times in the last 10 minutes I've been wrong. So that's what we cut off, and I should be able to get down in here. Yeah, maybe. I got part of it anyway. Well, we'll worry about that when we flip it back over. But that's made it up pretty nice now. You can see. Let's get a couple tacks in this thing, a couple. Yeah. But generally, when I'm using the cutoff wheel like that, especially along the long distance, I like to make a few passes. You know, she'll let you know when she's ready. You know, you don't force her. That's true in life as much as it is in metalwork. She will let you know when she is ready. I just want to make sure I got a nice clean surface to weld to. And look at that. And that's about as good as it can get. I love it. Alright. So now I'm going to get to doing some stitching here. Just like your grandma would have. Or your girlfriend. Or your mom. I don't know. I wouldn't mind if my girlfriend stitched, you know. I don't know if she would stitch, but, you know. Hey, it makes her happy, right? Okay, John, please. So down here I got a little bit hot, blew a hole into the metal. You know, it's just, when you're working with this thin sheet metal, it's just something you got to deal with, you know. It just takes so much time. I guess that's why body shops charge so much, right? I don't know. Well guys, I'm out of welding wire. I use the Blue Demon, the 023. I've gone over that before. Really like it a lot. However, it seems to be on back order right now. So I will not have any more in for a couple days. But let me go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit this with the flap disc real quick. Just kind of knock these down. We'll see where we're at that point. With the flap disc, just like anything else, you don't want to stay in one space too long because you will warp the crap out of your metal. This puts out a lot of heat on that metal. I usually like to use worn down flap disc. I keep all my old flap discs, once they get worn down, I keep them for projects like this. So I don't know, there's your tech tip for the day. So anyway guys, let's get y'all in here. You can kind of see how we're looking. I mean, right here, I mean, not too bad, but I got into the metal there a little bit with that flap disc. Generally, I just lightly run it across there. I don't put any pressure on it. I just kind of let it float to where it's just hitting those heads of those. What I'll do then is you know, this is once I have it all straightened out, because I like to break out the angle, what is this? Pneumatic angle grinder. We'll go with that. But I like to use these. These are Cubitron 2s from 3M. These are 36 grit. They're like a ceramic, but they're roll-locks. And these things are great, especially for doing this. When you get down here and you just want to shape up those, they're great, but they are expensive. You get 15 in a box, and I want to say they're like $34. So these I save for special occasions. But I also, hold that thought. So generally when you're using those roll-locks, where'd that go to? As you'll notice where I've been using this one a little bit, you wear on these edges first. So what I do is I keep 3-inch, and then I keep a 2-inch, and then I even keep 1-inch. So once that edge wears off on that 3-inch, I can kind of take some scissors, cut it down. I can throw it on the 2-inch, get a little more life out of it, and then again throw it onto the 1-inch, get a little more life out of it that way too, because those things are expensive. Now the cheap ones from Harbor Freight, I don't bother to cut down. I do save them in case I need them. I save everything. I'm like a little pack rat, you know. I don't like buying stuff. You know, if you go to my Instagram, which is going to pop up here, I don't know, maybe the other side, but anyway, you know, it says right there in my description, in my bio, budget building junk, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Everything I do is on a budget. If it's unaffordable to do, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. I'm not the type of guy to put, you know, $50,000, $60,000 into a car. It's just not going to happen. If it's not perfect, it's not perfect. It's the way it is. So when people start throwing in the comments, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that, and here's what you should do, and I've got some brand new replacement panels, you know, and no. I bought a huge sheet of 18 gauge. That should be enough to do most of the body outside of the floor area, which, you know, and that was cheaper than buying one body panel, replacement panel. These door skins were with the vehicle when I bought it. That's why we're using them. Otherwise, we'd be cutting some and trying to roll these beads out, struggling with that. You know, but struggle's part of the game. You know, you got to struggle a little bit, and that's fine. Don't be afraid to try stuff, guys. Get out there, do your best. Never shy away from anything. I mean, there's you know, unless it's life-threatening, don't shy away from it. Get out there and see what you can do. It's the only way you get ahead in this world. So anyway, I'm probably going to finish up this video right here. You guys will see where we're at on the door and on that front cowl panel when I go to put all this together. So we'll have an update at that point. And I'm sure there's going to be some massaging that needs to be done on both areas. So we'll tackle that at another time. I'll probably, when my welding wire comes in, which may be tomorrow, hopefully, I'll probably just go ahead and finish up these stitch welds, get this in some primer real quick, and then I'm going to set it to the side. Move on to the other side, and or see what else I got going on. I don't know, but I got work to do on this thing, is what I'm saying. But also, it's not here anymore. It's over on the other side. I had to move it. But the lowrider bike, I want to kick out a video on it. I want to keep those videos coming as well. And like I say, I don't know if I said it or not, but we are working on a new segment. And yes, I said we. We are working on a new segment. And I'm going to call it Coffee and Cool. All right? We're going to spell both those with a K, because that's custom, right? You got to spell everything with a K. So Coffee and Cool is what I'm going to call this segment that I'm coming up with. Been reaching out to some people. Got some interviews lined up. Going to go talk to, now, when I say interviews, I'm not talking about, you know, we're not going to get to go talk to Matthew McConaughey. No, we're going to go talk to, or we're not going to go talk to Russell Crowe, William. Sorry, we're not. It's not happening. I called him up. He didn't answer. You know, I left a message. Maybe he'll call back. Maybe we'll get that. But anyway, no, I got some, I reached out to some, my father was in a Model A Restorers Club. And I reached out to my uncle who was in the club with him. They all, my dad had really cool cars before he passed away. And my uncle has some really cool cars. Gonna go talk to him. Look at his cars, you know, he's, you know, just interview him and talk to him about his cars, you know, and have him show us around what he's got. He's got a lot of cars, a lot of really cool stuff. And reach out to some other people, you know, that were in the Model A Club. And, you know, a lot of them, it was a Model A Restorers Club, and a lot of them had, you know, like restored original style Model A's and Model T's, which are cool. And we're definitely going to check some of those out. But these guys are car guys, so they've also got some hot rods sitting around and stuff. So, and then there's other people that I'm friends with that, you know, are building or finishing up some hot rods. Reached out to some of them, and you know, right now we're in the dead of winter, so we're looking a month, maybe 2 months before our first interview. But my point being, if you live in the vicinity of Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area, and I'm talking, you know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, I don't know, and you got something cool, and I'm not talking just cars, I'm talking motorcycles, I'm talking if you got a killer speedboat, or, you know, a custom boat, a custom art, whatever you have, as long as it's custom, you know, as long as something's been done to it that's cool. And I want to come out and talk to you, and I want to talk to you about what you've done to it, or what you've had done to it. And, you know, I want to get it out there. We need to build a community. There is a community, but due to COVID and everything, I know car shows last year were kind of hit and miss, which they always are due to weather anyway, but COVID made things even worse. So let's build this online community and get these cars out there, and let's get to know the people, and then and get to know the stories behind the cars. And then when you see them on the show or at a show, you're going to be like, hey, I remember that's Paul Neighbor. That's Paul Neighbor with the cool duster. You know, we're going to go talk to him. This duster is, I've seen pictures of it. It looks wild. So anyway, you know, or hey, that's so and so. You know, I seen his car on there. You know, and they'll know about your car before they walk up and look at it. You know, I just think it's going to be fun. Let's bring people together, especially after COVID and people got so far apart from one another. You know, we kind of separated as a world. It's time to, as Biden says, build back better. I did not just quote Biden. I didn't do that. That didn't happen. Anyway, I don't do politics, all right. But build back better is a great quote, no matter who says it, okay? I'm saying it now. I want to build back the car, motorcycle, whatever. I want the custom industry. Let's build that back better after COVID. Yeah. Anyway, email, Instagram is in the description. If you're interested in getting into the coffee and cool, and what I mean by coffee and cool is, we're gonna grab some coffee, maybe some donuts, swing by your place, bring you some whatever your favorite coffee is. I don't know. What do you like? Starbucks? Do you like caramel macchiatos? I don't know. What do you like? You know, do you like a banana berry blast? I don't know what you like. I don't even know if that's a coffee. We'll bring it to you, and we'll bring you some donuts, you know, and we'll all hang out. And when I say we all, I'm talking we'll hang out, and we'll talk about your car. You know, you're going to do all the talking. I'm going to do the listening, you know. So if you're interested, you know, shoot me a message. You know, we'll set something up. We'll figure out a time and stuff, and we'll come out. I'll start taping these interviews tomorrow for all I care. You know, I work outside all the time anyway. Cold doesn't bother me. I'm going to go, guys, because I'm just rambling at this point. But I think this is going to be I think 2022 is going to be a really exciting year for Crossfire Garage. You know, we're working out, me and a friend, we'll go with friend, are working out some really cool ideas for the channel. And you will meet this friend soon, hopefully. And it's going to be a blast. You know, we're going to step it up this year. Last year we kind of dragged a little bit, or I kind of dragged a little bit. I was doing it on my own last year. You know, it was a little bit of therapy for me. That's how this all got started. And so yeah, I have nothing else to say. I mean, I could keep going for hours, but I'm not going to. I'm sure you guys have more important things to do than listen to me ramble. Anyway, you guys stay awesome. We just hit over 200 subscribers. Please subscribe, please like, please comment. All that stuff is helping this channel grow. And you know, it gives me the motivation to do more, and you know, gives me the motivation to come up with ideas, to sit down with my friend and talk about ideas that we can do and get this moving along. You know, and I go out, get a new camera, you know, stuff like that, you know, just, yeah, it's exciting. I don't get paid. I do this for free, you know. This is just something fun that I like to do. So let's all have fun together. Let's expand this experience, you know. So, all right, you guys stay awesome, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.